ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. sumasaya Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas.
Patuloy pa rin ang aksyon dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. This is the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League 6th season. We are live from the Strike Gym in Bacoor City, the home of your strikers, but we are on neutral grounds for this evening's match between John Lloyd Clemente and the Abra Weavers in CBC and the Manila Batang Sampaloc. Carl Brian Cruz had 15 points and 10 rebounds, while JLC was good for 26 points. But both of these teams coming from contrasting results. It's the Abra Weavers against the Manila SV Batang Sampaloc SGA. Good evening to everybody watching on MPTV Channel 98 on Signal, on Satellite Channel 53 on Facebook, on YouTube, as well as on the Pilipinas Live app. This is Javi Balanya, joined by Coach Juanito Gregorio. Two powerhouse squads here, Juanito, for our main game. What are your expectations for this matchup?
Well, you know, we are in neutral ground, so there is no home court advantage here in our matchup. But two teams with a lot of talent, and I'm sure na maganda ang competition natin to end our 3-game schedule.
That's right. After blowout performances from our first 2 games, we expect this one to be a tight one, especially after Abra has tried to stop their 3-game losing streak. The third member of our broadcast panel is Miss Andrea Indicio. Andrea, I believe you have something for us galing sa Abra.
What we thought would be a heartbreak para nga dito sa Abra Weavers from their previous loss. Sabi naman ni Coach Yong Garcia, it was not a total heartbreak for him dahil nakita naman daw niya na pinush na mga players niya ang sarili nila hanggang dulo. Aside from that, it's an almost win. Alam naman natin, pag pinatikim, lalong natatakam. Kaya ngayon, Coach Yong shared na mas gutom na daw ang kanyang mga players sa panalo, especially with their losing streak. Lalo na kung mananalo sila against a strong contender like Manila. More of this later on, but for now, balik muna sa inyo.
Thank you so much, Andrea. We will be hearing her reports later on as the game progresses. Well, tama nga naman yung sinabi ni Coach Yong Garcia. At hindi rin naman madali na maintindihan ng sistema after their first game at the helm. Ito si Coach Yong Garcia, newly appointed para dito sa kupunan ng Abra Weavers. In their last game, it was a tough loss that they had against a Mindoro Tamaraos team that we did not expect to force this game into overtime.
You know, this was a game that they were well in control of. Entering the fourth quarter, they were up by 10. But Mindoro made the right decisions in the end game, and they were able to force it to overtime. And Abra, in overtime period, would fall down to Mindoro. You look at the numbers here, they were able to take 15 more shots. So that's plus 15 on the attempt para dito sa Abra. On the three-pointers, a little bit of a struggle. 18% para naman dito sa Abra. They were plus 23 in terms of fast break, but just the aggressiveness of Mindoro. Plus 17 and plus 17 mix para dito sa free throws, and that was the biggest difference for Mindoro in that loss.
They just gave up way too many fouls in that game, and that's one of the reasons why the Weavers lost that one against the Mindoro Tamaras. Paul Desiderio forcing overtime with that jumper with 14 seconds to go in regulation. Tawid naman tayo sa kabilang panig. Let's talk about the last game of the Manila Batang Sampaloc. They defended their home court well against the Valenzuela Classic, 90-76. In that game, they were in control early, outscoring itong Valenzuela 26-17 in the second quarter to take the 41-32 lead, and they led by as much as 18 points in that game.
Efficiency is the name of the ball game para dito sa Manila. You see their offense, a very well-balanced offense para dito sa Manila, and we saw that in that last game. 47.5% in terms of their field goals, 10 3-pointers made. This is going to be a staple in their offense, the outside games. Their free throws, 30 attempts, more than half of Valenzuela, and 46 rebounds, well controlling that rebound. And in that game, there is still no Greg Slaughter for them to be able to control the boards. Without Greg Slaughter, this is going to be a very exciting future para dito sa Manila.
Well, he did suit up in that game. He was in uniform but did not warm up, at mukhang hindi pa rin po maglalaro si Greg Slaughter in this game versus Abra. So who will be the one who will end up victorious in this one? Will it be Abra snapping their 3-game losing streak, or will itong Manila Batang Sampaloc get another victory here today to improve their team standing? Let's turn you over to Miguel Pere.
98 MPTV Channel 53 on satellite and on Pilipinas Live app. The 2024 Buenas Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 6, presented by Extreme. Here are the starters, beginning with the Abra Weavers. Starting at guard number 4, J.R. Chavez. The other guard number 6, and Neil Jizer Tolentino. At forward number 4, John Lloyd Clemente. Also at forward number 14, Mike Cañete. And at center number 15, GP Faundo. Coaching the Abra Weavers is Yong Garcia. Assistant coaches, Jonathan Banal, Denok Miranda, Don Uro, and Mon Meresen. Assistant team managers, Waylon Nibaten and Mike Acosta. Team managers are Mayor Billy Donato, Mayor Glenn Eduarte, and Mayor Tyron Beronia. Team governor is Attorney Russell Bragas. Team owner is Kong Mayor J.B. Bernos. Now, the starting 5 for Manila SV Batang Sampaloc SGA. Starting at guard number 11, Pau Havelona. At center number 21, Raba Aluseni. Forward number 7, Didat Hanapi. Also at guard number 1, DJ Mitchell. And the other forward number 17, Carl Brian Cruz. Their head coach is Gabby Severino. Assistant coaches, Ricky Dandan, Ren Noriega, and Max De Andante. Team consultant is Charles Chu. Team managers, Neil Arce and Ado Salazar. Team governor, Joey Simanes. Team owners are Raymond Dang.
Primary protagonists of this game are starting 5, brought to you by Buenas, J.R. Chavez, Neil Tolentino, GP Paundo, Mike Cañete, and their leading scorer last game, John Lloyd Clemente, will be starting the game para kay Coach Yong Garcia. Para naman sa Manila Batang Sampaloc, it's Pau Havelona, DJ Mitchell, Raba Al-Husseini, CBC Kyle, Brian Cruz, and Didat Hanapi. So no Greg Slaughter yet in this game para sa Manila Batang Sampaloc. He is here in the venue, but he's not suited up. Para sa kupunan ni Coach Gabby Severino, the Abra Weavers looking to snap a 3-game losing streak in this one, while itong Manila, they're winners of 2 of their last 3. The opening tip going to the Weavers. Clemente puts the ball on the deck, inches closer, and he's off to a good start, picking up from where he left off.
JLC still feeling the heat of that last game, continuing his hot streak. and gets the first 2 of this ball game.
26 points ito si John Lloyd Clemente in that game against the Mindoro Tamaraws. 12 out of 19 from the field. Hanapi finds Al-Husseini. That's off the mark. Chavez onto Mike Cañete, who is in some sort of homecoming here tonight. Last year played for the Bacoor City Strikers, and this venue was their home floor.
Still weird seeing Mike Cañete in the same venue, the same atmosphere, but a different jersey. Para dito ay Mike Cañete because he was a crowd favorite here in Bacoor. Had a few player of the game moments para sa Bacoor City Strikers, but now he is back here playing for the Abra Weavers.
6 points against Mindoro, 2 out of 4 from the field, 5 rebounds para kay Mike Cañete. There you see his numbers so far this season. 9 points per game, almost 6 rebounds, and a 75% free throw shooter this year. Mr. Slow-mo, Mike Cañete. If the NBA has Kyle Anderson, this is our version of Mr. Slow-mo. 1 out of 2 para kay Mike Cañete. 3-0 here to start the game. Avelona, the only proclaimed keeper stopper of the Philippines.
He was able to do it a couple of times.
Yeah, that's why NU was able to win the championship back during his collegiate years. That's a shot clock violation against the Manila Batang Sampaloc.
A different kind of intensity is being played here by Abra to start the ball game. As we see Coach Denok Miranda on the bench of Abra. Also see Coach Gabby Severino on the other end. Both from the FEU coaching staff, so it's going to be very interesting because I'm sure they know each other very well.
J.R. Chavez will launch from the outside. He knocks that down. Chavez getting the starting nod tonight para kay Coach Yong Garcia. Last year really showed out playing for the Marikina Shoemasters.
A revelation para dito sa Marikina. Felipe Chavez really was one of the main guys para sa Marikina Shoemasters.
At agawan pa si JP Paundo at si Mike Cañete, resulting in CBC getting an opportunity. However, Carl Bryant Cruz could not capitalize on that one. Wala pang score dito ang Batang Sampaloc. 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Chavez pops out of those screens. So does JLC. Clemente already with a basket in this game. As touch on Manila. Hanapi thought that it was going to be an Abra turnover. 6 seconds to shoot here for the Weavers. Clemente inbounds to the middle. Cañete looks at the clock. It reached 4. Cañete had that ball tapped. Tolentino saves it, launches. No, it's going to be a shot clock violation.
Better defensive adjustment by Manila on that last play. No easy baskets coming for Abra.
Coach Yong Garcia was asking for a foul there. He thought Tolentino slapped on the wrist. Still 6-0 here. Can Manila finally get a bucket? EJ Mitchell onto the right side. Now it's with Al-Husseini. Matched up against GP Paundo near the free throw line. Hanapi, former Adamson Falcon. Carl Bryant Cruz from the outside. That's long. Manila continues to miss. 0 out of 4 to begin this game. Clemente sidestep on the other side. Left hand finish for the former NU Bulldog.
And so far, the intensity of Abra has been the biggest difference here in the first quarter. Good intensity on defense and on offense. That's why they are up by 8 points here to start.
Mitchell could not buy a basket still para sa Manila. DJ Mitchell, according to Coach Christian Luanzon, has, if not the best, one of the best strokes here in the MPBL.
I would totally agree with Coach Christian Luanzon. Every time this guy is open, he is a sure bucket. A very good find para dito sa Manila.
Fast break of the game brought to you by New Star Max. Win to the max. Look at that beautiful Euro step made by John Lloyd Clemente. 4 points now in the game para kay JLC. More importantly, they're up by 8. Chavez looking to extend that into double figures. It's an 11-0 blast here for the Abra Weavers.
No answer from Manila to start the ball game. So far, all of their shots has not found the bottom of the net.
Not like how they started against Val City in their last game, but this is exactly how they started against Nueva Ecija 2 games back. Aluseni misses. Cañete fakes the handoff, takes the 3, hand in the face, no problem para dito kay Mike Cañete.
14-0, a big start para dito sa Abra Weavers. Finally, they are slowly adapting to the offense of Coach Yong Garcia, and so far, it's been good news para dito sa Weavers.
4 out of 6 from the field, 66%. Mike Cañete taking the handoff, going into his spot, notching the 3 from that left wing and knocking it down. 14-0 once again, 6 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
You are still watching the MPBL. Coach Gabby Severino shared to me na kapag mabibilis daw ang guards ng kalaban, dun sila nahihirapan. And now, facing a guard-oriented Abra team, sabi niya they really have to defend better. In fact, it's not a question of the lack of skills, but more of lack of effort. Kaya rin naman daw kasi nilang makipagsabayan sa takbuhan. The problem is hindi lang ginagawa. Meanwhile, Greg Slaughter will be sitting out for this game because according to Coach Gabby, need pang itono ang katawan. Kumbaga sa kotse, konting tweak pa. Aside from that, he's still working on his chemistry with the team given that he only had 5 trainings with them. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Andrea. Well, it still is gonna be a question as to when Greg Slaughter will be suiting up para sa Manila. At here in this game, Batang Sampaloc, they continue to struggle. Cañete though called for a traveling there. That was a violation against the Abra Weavers. There you can see Weavers 5 out of 7 from the field, while Manila just 0 out of 6.
Already 5 minutes, almost 5 minutes into the ball game, and Manila still has not found the bottom of the net. This is a team with a lot of offensive power. They just have to find the right way. And there you go, DJ Mitchell finding a cutting Raba Aluseni.
Former UAP champion, former UAP MVP. But first, let's take a look at this three-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Felipe Chavez off the dribble. Too much space given to Felipe Chavez, having that confidence to take 3 on the other end. They can finally break this curse and get into the scoring column, but Raba will miss the first free throw.
Aluseni, usually a good free throw shooter, missing on that first try. Aluseni is a 77.4% free throw shooter this season. 9.7 points, 4 rebounds per contest for the former Ateneo big man. Finally, Manila is on the board with that free throw by Raba Aluseni. Ino Comboy has checked in for the Weavers. Former FPU Tamarao. Clemente forced to give it up. Sumang is also in the game para kay Coach Yong Garcia. Paundo facing up. Jumper on the way. That's no good. Look at the rebound right there by Ino Comboy, skying for that board. Clemente, defense draped all over him. He's just feeling it right now.
JLC having the green light here in Abra, playing terrific in that last game. Now is able to sustain that kind of scoring.
Cruz directing traffic here. They want that ball in the hands of Raba Al-Husseini. 6 on the shot clock. Al-Husseini still has it. Al-Husseini trying to force his way through the 2 defenders there. Good stop once again by Abra. Cañete is all alone.
One of the slowest layups you can never see. Slow-mo Mike Cañete making sure that he gets that too. 19-1 in favor of Abra.
And one noticeable thing as well for the Weavers here to start this game, Mac Talius coming off the bench.
Oh yeah, that is a scary piece to see. Now everything is working already, and one of your best talents has not been able to enter the ball game yet.
Offensive rebound collected by the Weavers. Paundo on the 3rd try.
Too long, too strong. Good timing, good patience by GP Paundo on the inside.
21-1. 20 na po ang lamang dito ng Abra. Navarro dishes to Raba Al-Husseini. He will take 2 more shots.
No, offensively, there has not been a lot of adjustments dito sa Abra. It's just the intensity that really changed para dito sa Abra. Everybody is getting a touch. Everybody has a good confidence. Of course, Mike Cañete leading the pack early on here in the ballgame.
And that brings us our lucky fan of the game, brought to you by Buenas. Tonton Bringas, who had a solid outing last game against Mindoro, will check in alongside Prince Caperal. How deep this Abra roster is. Prince Caperal, Tonton Bringas, Mac Talio coming off the bench.
And
That's insane.
You still have Magat all over at the end of the bench. So this is a very deep bench para dito sa Abra Weavers. It's just a matter of time where they'll be comfortable with each other and they're bound for a greater distances dito sa MPBL.
F. Escandor, James Tempra, Ira Batalier, they have all now checked in para kay Coach Gabby Severino.
Coach Gabby Severino now utilizing on his youth, also Sean O'Malley. So it's now time for the younger guys to try and make a run para dito sa Manila. Sean O'Malley has been playing a good season here.
O'Malley had 19 points in their last game against Val City. Ino Comboy against F. Escandor. Talio receives onto the middle. 3-guard lineup here para kay Coach Yong Garcia, really trying to use that speed. But here comes Sean O'Malley showing us that he has that speed at that 5 position.
Sean O'Malley, very active hands whenever he is on the help side of that screen defense.
Comboy pops out. 2-man game with Prince Caperal. He's forced to give it up. Bringas flashes middle near the free throw line. Comboy gives it up again. Poor pass. That's last touch on James Tempra.
I like the energy of the youth being brought in by Manila SGA. The second 5 is putting in a lot more effort defensively. And that's why they are making stops here the past 3 possessions.
Big lineup against small ball here so far in this game. Caperal getting the offensive rebound. Talio from straight away. That's an obvious push against Prince Caperal.
Roy Sumang saying to the guys, relax lang, be patient. That's the way the first 5 played it. There's a more veteran-laden team in Abra, but the youth of Manila trying to make a run here to end the quarter.
More than 7 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. Escandor hands it off to Navarro. Batalier sets to the roadblock. Navarro wants to go to Sean O'Malley. That's stolen by Roy Sumang. Caperal going through the middle on that cut. Great find by Mac Talio.
Good open break being played by Abra right there, running their lanes perfectly, seeing Prince Caperal.
What about Prince Caperal? Another big addition to the MPBL for the Abra Weavers. A big man who could shoot from the outside. Former PBA champion as well. 6.3 points per game, almost 6 rebounds. 87.5% from the line, but missing on his first free throw.
Sabihin ko pa lang grabe yung 87.5 for a big man. Kaso mukhang naunahan na ako dun sa kanyang mintes, but I'm sure he's not gonna miss a lot of those kinds of shots. A little adjustment lang para dito kay Prince Caperal.
Still a big lead here to come back from for Manila. Escandor, that specialty of the house, he misses though. That's a dangerous pass thrown by Talio. Good thing Comboy was there to meet the basketball. Caperal waiting for Talio to break free. He's guarded by the much taller James Tempra. Talio forces it up and knocks it down.
Street ball moves coming from Mac Talio. One-on-one, I got this. Off the crossover and the jumper, Mac Talio gets the 3.
The best 3x3 player of the country, Mac Talio, going back to 5-on-5. And an offensive foul called against Manila.
James Tempra, given that left side, was not able to maximize on that short space. Good recovery by the defense, forcing James Tempra on the overextension.
And look at this last play, the crossover to lose Tempra. Got him out of balance. Nothing but bottom right there. Pero kay Mac Talio.
Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I've seen that highlight too many times, and it's always Mac Talio.
Wala pang Facebook, TikTok at Instagram. Nakikita ko na yan. That guy, we go way back.
Has always been a talent.
An offensive foul rin ang may tatawag dito laban kay Prince Capiral. That's number 2 on him,
And that's
by
gonna
the
be
way.
number 2 para dito kay Prince Capiral. Opportunity for Manila to get another basket here.
1 minute and change remaining here in the first quarter. Navarro picks up his dribble. Sees Escandor, fakes the pass, attacks to the left. That's his strong side. Umali is down for Manila.
I think there was a push from behind coming from Tonton Bringas on Sean Umali. And this is a guy that is rarely hurt. So that might have been a strong push galing dito kay Tonton.
A good sportsmanship shown there by Tonton Bringas to help him up.
I saw them talking earlier. So baka kuya din niya tong si Tonton Bringas. So probably just an accidental push. But he is looking for a foul here.
And the third center of the bench has now come in here para kay Coach Yong Garcia. There is si Marion Magat. Our commissioner, Captain Marbel, Kenneth Doremdes, always in attendance for our games. Our referees will be reviewing that last sequence. Our officiating crew for tonight, crew chief Sev Pingol, umpire 1 J Francisco, umpire 2 Manuel Binondo, and our sub-referee waiting on the sideline is number 15 Michael Kinay.
Making sure na walang overextension or other intent other than basketball in that last play. But looks like we're gonna play on here, so probably no intent coming from Tonton Bringas. And the Sean Umali look seems to be okay here.
Manila will be taking the possession here with 56.1 seconds to go. Escandor being defended by Ino Comboy. Now it's with Ira Batalier. This Manila squad, I've always said, a collection, one of the teams with a collection of collegiate stars and great veterans, but they lose it again. Sumang tried to get it off to Marion Magat. Eventually does, but there's a foul called there against Manila.
And Manila is in penalty, so that's gonna mean 2 free throws para dito kay Roy Sumang. If this was around 3 years ago, that would have been an alley-oop to Marion Magat for a slam. We've seen this guy dunk it a lot of times.
Super Sumang, 5.8 points per game, 5.4 assists, 83% from the free throw line. Namumuro na kayo today, ah.
Wag mo na kasing banggitin. Pagkatapos na nilang maipasok.
All right, I will adjust.
Oh, kita mo na. 83% from the free throw line. Roy Sumang.
1 out of 2 for the former King UE Warrior. 26-5. Navarro gets the step on Sumang, kicks it out. Batalier will not go for the 3. 6 on the shot clock. Umali faces up. Tonton Bringas is down, and that allows Sean Umali to get the 2 points. 8 seconds left.
Too long, too strong. Sean Umali challenging the veteran Tonton Bringas, but Umali will win that battle.
Sumang to beat the buzzer. No good. Batalier gets it, and that's going to be the end of the first 10 minutes of play. A dominant start here for the Abra Weavers.
What a very strong start para dito sa Abra Weavers. 19-1 to start the first quarter, led by Felipe Chavez and JLC. Those two guys were one of the main weapons to start the ball game. And of course, everybody following through after that strong start. Manila slow to recover, but somehow they found ways to getting buckets to end the first quarter.
That new set of starters really setting the tone here in this game para kay Coach Yong Garcia. And the new guys off the bench Also, chipping in here para dito sa kupunan ng Abra. That's Mac Talio also having his moment there in that first quarter. 26-7 is the score. Di po kayo nagmamalik mata. Yan po ang ating tala at the end of the first quarter. That's brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas.
Nagbabalik ang MPBL. Coach Yong Garcia said after their previous loss, mas gigil na sila sa panalo. And so in preparation for Manila, talagang pinag-aralan nila ang individual tendencies ng kalaban. They polished their offense, worked on their conditioning because Coach Yong believes na run and gun talaga ang style dito sa MPBL. And lastly, tightened their defense. Lalo na raw at strength nitong Manila ang kanilang bigs. Sabi nga ni Coach Yong, we prepared a special defense for the big men of Manila. Biro niya yung may pula sa taas. Ganun ka-special. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Andrea. Well, it so far has been working. Yeah.
Ginawang siopaw.
Sanomali trying to work against that defensive scheme of the Abra Weavers.
That has been a strength of Manila the whole season. Sean O'Malley on the post has been very hard to read. You know, you can give him the right side, he has that drive. You can give him the baseline, he has that drop step. Sean O'Malley is really special on the post, but it looks like Coach Yong has a special game plan against Sean O'Malley here in today's ballgame.
And I'm sure new first assistant Coach Denok Miranda has a lot to do with that.
Oh, I'm sure. Coach Denok will be adding to the toughness on the defensive end. So let's see what they have up their sleeve here in today's ballgame.
Escandor with the ball on the block against Comboy. Got the bump, but no whistle was blown. Ino has the foot speed advantage against Bataliar, throws it away. But it's the opportunity to extend this gap further.
A little too far on the pass itong si Ino Comboy para dito kay Roy Sumang. Ino Comboy has not really gotten a bucket here.
Kind of weird seeing Denok Miranda in a blue shirt.
Masyado tayo nasanay. It's either red or green for Denok, but now he's wearing blue. I would agree. It's still gonna take some time for us to adapt for Denok wearing blue.
Navarro kicks it out. Batalier, he's developed that outside shot. That time it will not go.
It's a good find coming from Enzo Navarro. Just could not make the shot. That's gonna be the strength of Enzo. Make him utilize the offense and try to get everybody involved in the offense.
Talio gives it up. JLC does it settle for the outside shot. Everything is just working here. Lahat ng babatuhin ni JLC seems to be going in.
Oh yeah, JLC now having the confidence. We know him as a shooter, but in the last two games, he's showing that he's more than just a shooter here in the MPBL.
9 points now in the game at 26 against Mindoro. He was the only starter left from that game against the Tamaraws na nag-start ng laro na to. JLC once again, aggressive drive to the basket. He draws the foul. 2 shots coming up para kay John Lloyd Clemente.
And look, he's coming off the end of the bench. It's Clint Escamis, NCAA MVP, is the last point guard coming off the bench. And that is how deep itong Abra Weavers team is. If you have the MVP coming as a third point guard.
This free throw by John Lloyd Clemente is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. First free throw drops para kay Clemente. Speaking about Clint Escamis, he's not just the reigning MVP, he's also the reigning Rookie of the Year.
And you put him at the end of the bench. That is how deep itong Abra Weavers is.
Well, you know, Coach Yong Garcia is now trying to experiment with combinations. Coach Tantan Banal usually would start Clint Escamis or have him be one of the first guys off the bench. Enzo Navarro, that's a big bucket para sa Manila.
Enzo Navarro can really stretch it out para dito sa Manila, but he has to be able to take control of the offense. This guy has the ability to be able to involve everybody and even get some baskets on his own, but he has to put in an extra effort in getting those offenses.
Bring us 13 points in that game against the Tamaraws. Commits the offensive foul.
Offensive foul on number 25, Brandon Bringas. That's his second.
Take a look at this last shot by Lorenzo Navarro. Former LaSalle Green Archer, former San Sebastian Stag, and former LPU Pirate.
Inikot niya ang Manila from Taft going all the way to LPU.
Oh, what's gonna happen here? Oh, Raba will be taking 2 free throws. Oh no, it's a technical free throw para kay Raba Al-Husseini. Wala pa naman sa penalty ang parehong koponan dito.
It's a good opportunity para dito sa Manila to slowly chip in into this lead.
29-11 now. Lead is 18. There you see Coach Gabby Severino.
And for the longest time, one of the most respected assistant coaches here in the Philippines, going from Ateneo to Benilde, now to FEU, and now finally getting an opportunity to be head coach para dito sa Manila.
Chavez pops for 3. That's no good. DJ Mitchell now. Bounce pass to CBC. Al-Husseini ceiling in the middle. Gets hit against GP Paundo. That's 2 points each side para kay Raba Al-Husseini.
Too deep para dito kay Raba Al-Husseini. Once he gets that position, it's more than likely an easy 2 para dito kay Raba. We've seen that all the way from his Ateneo days now to the MPBL days.
Clemente from the screen. That's his first miss of the game. Escami still scoreless. Magat on the roll. Good setup by the former, or still the Mapua Cardinal rather.
One thing I love about Marion Magat is this guy knows how to move without that basketball, and we saw that there from the roll.
Al-Husseini hands it off to Escandor. Ateneo and LaSalle here working together. Carl Bryant Cruz from the outside. That's bread and butter for CBC.
Now, CBC has been able to stretch out the floor para dito sa Manila the whole season long. You have to be able to close out on him because that is a sure threat. Off the roll, you help out, and CBC will pop out wide open for him for that open 3.
Good recognition by F. Escandor. They now cut this Abra lead to just 15 points, 31-16. More than 4 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. We'll be right back. Check out this play of the game brought to you by Buenas. Clint Iscamis finding Marion Magat on the roll there. Good 2-man game between the 2 Abra Weavers. Magat scoring on his first basket of the game while Iscamis delivering his first dime of the match. There you see the reigning NCAA Rookie MVP. And on your screens our MPBL leadership. Commissioner Kenneth Beremdes, Executive Officer Joe Ramos, Marketing Head Seth Zamora, and Security Chief the Destroyer Rudy Distrito. Escamis off the screens, short on the 3-point shot. Magat collects the offensive rebound. Shot clock did not reset. Escandor finally gets the board there for Manila. At ang Sampaloc will go into their half-court set. Navarro turns the corner. Navarro will go for another 3. This one, it's short. Clemente, he's missed his last 2 baskets.
A little too deep para dito kay JLC, but that was a good attack coming off him.
That's a hard pass to deliver for Renzo Navarro. Tried to set up Raba Al-Husseini on the other side.
They really want Raba to seal down low, get his confidence up so that he can attack each and everyone who will defend him down low.
Chavez off the pin down. They now go to JLC. Coming from the elevator. Clemente. Tightly defended by Escandor. Paundo short on the finger roll. Good defense.
Good defense by Raba right there, closing down on any opportunity by GP.
Cruz gives it up to Mitchell. Top ball screen with Raba Al-Husseini. Al-Husseini on the roll. He will troop to the line for 2 more shots.
That play has been working It's either Raba is open or CBC will be open on his pop-up. So both teams really now utilizing on the inside.
Dida Tanapi, Paolo Abellona will check back into the game. Both of them started this match para kay Coach Gabby Severino. Now, seeing the sequence here for Manila, Juanito, how do you think Greg Slaughter will be fitting into these things para sa Manila Batang Sampaloc?
Well, number one, Greg Slaughter will still be adding to the rebounding prowess of Manila. They've been really controlling that rebounding the past few games. That's going to be a good addition. But he will be able to really control the inside. You see them really utilizing on the inside. You see Raba, you see Sean O'Malley. And as you said, it's going to be Sean O'Malley's last 2 or 3 games. So Greg Slaughter will be having a lot of opportunities in getting those baskets, especially off the roll.
Michael Cañete scoring from the perimeter there. 8 points in the game for the former Bacoor City striker. Cruz finds Hanapi. Mitchell free for 3.
80% of the time when DJ Mitchell is wide open, he is making that shot. And that is a good find coming from Manila.
Third 3-point shot of the game for the Batang Sampaloc. Paundo doesn't settle for the jumper. Cañete also doesn't. That's a difficult look, even for Mike Cañete.
Oh, CBC is too long for you to be able to make that shot. A good stop coming from Manila.
Mitchell was going downhill but decides to pull back. Aluseni sealing Mike Cañete.
Automatically, Raba will be going to his position, sealing whoever is defending him, trying to get that ball down low. And whenever he gets that ball, more than likely he is making that shot.
Cañete drops it off. GP Paundo, the basket, and 1.
High low play coming from Mike Cañete going to GP Paundo. Both teams playing textbook old school basketball, putting the ball down low.
Oh, if you ask me, one of the best passers out of that role, itong si Mike Cañete. But see here, all 6'7" of Raba Aluseni getting the better of that matchup against Mike Cañete.
You know, to start the season, Raba seemed to be not in shape. He was not able to go to his positions, even defensively. But slowly but surely, Raba is regaining his old self.
Inside point story, 10-8 in favor of the Weavers. Just a +2 advantage in that department. Well, one of the reasons for Aluseni's resurgence here at this point of the tournament has been their SNC, Coach Miko Dandan.
Now, of course, you have to commend the strength and conditioning. You see how they move. They're moving very well. But one guy moving very well is Neil Tolentino, seeing that back door open, and a good find by Felipe Chavez.
That combination of him and J.R. Chavez have really worked wonders here in this game for Abra.
Talagang pesky defenders who are very willing to sacrifice everything for their team.
Talagang makikipagpalitan ng mukha yung dalawang yan. Mitchell, though, gets his second one from the outside.
Now, Coach Christian said that one of the smoothest strokes. I will second the motion. DJ Mitchell has one of the best strokes here in the MPBL.
Just an 11-point lead for the Weavers, 37-26. There you see our 3-point field goal story. 5 out of 11 for Abra, 4 out of 13 for the Batang Sampaloc. Tolentino kicks it out. Cañete, one dribble pull-up. Sees Tolentino underneath. That's another great dime coming from Mike Cañete.
It's so interesting watching Mike Cañete. Everybody is going rugged. Everybody is playing physical. And then there's Mike Cañete playing so relaxed with that basketball, just making the right decision.
A look at Felipe Chavez finding his partner, Neil Tolentino. Those two have wreaked havoc in the backcourt. Meanwhile, DJ Mitchell starting to get into a groove here.
If you are Abra, you want to be able to locate DJ Mitchell because this guy can get hot in an instant. Pag nag-inito, tuloy-tuloy na para kay DJ Mitchell. So Abra has to be careful because slowly but surely Manila is getting a comeback here.
Tolentino sinks the second, only a 41.7% free throw shooter this season. Well, you talk about guys who can get hot in a hurry. You just saw the entry of former EAC General John Hamon into the game para sa Manila. 2 minutes and 30 remaining in this first half. Abellona gets Tolentino in the air, and that's going to be a personal against the former Pampanga Giant Lantern.
They want to put Pau Abellona down low against Felipe Chavez and try to maximize on that size advantage. You see here once again, putting Raba off ball screen para dito kay Pau Havilona. Gonna be a post action on Pau against Felipe. On the help side will be a foul on Neil Tolentino.
Reversal of roles there for Raba Aluseni and Pau Havilona. Aluseni delivering the pass to Havilona, who was sealing inside.
Pau Havilona averaging 9 points and 5.6 assists a ball game. One of the 2-point guards para dito sa Manila.
There's a foul to stop the play there for Manila.
Number 11, Pao Havilona is second.
Second personal laban kay Pau Havilona. Apat na yan sa quarter na to for the Manila Batang Sampaloc. A lot of time on the shot clock here, but Chavez will take it right away. He has been very confident with that outside shot tonight.
And J.R. Chavez has really been stretching out the floor para dito sa Abra. Not really seen with a lot of three-pointers, but here he's taking a lot.
That's three-pointer number 3 in this game para kay J.R. Chavez. Meanwhile, Raba Aluseni starting to get a rhythm here for Manila. 12 points in the game.
And really controlling that inside is Raba Aluseni. All 6'7", as you were saying, is being controlled by Raba.
Oh, Chavez continues to sizzle, Juanito.
And all of those threes are coming off the dribble. No rhythm, no space, but J.R. Chavez is able to find a way.
At lahat halos may depensa.
Yes, right in front of him.
Well, John Hamon has something to say about that. John Lloyd Clemente is leaking out. This is an easy score for the Abra Weavers.
Now Manila celebrated on that last play after a good shot from John Hamon, leaving JLC wide open on the inside.
1 minute and 15 remaining in the first half. Havilona sees Carl Bryant Cruz, puts the ball on the deck, shuffled his feet. That's a walk against the former FPU Tamaraw.
That was a good read coming from CBC. That was a wide open attacking lane. Just shuffled his feet. Could have been a drop pass or a layup para kay CBC.
The Weavers will be called for a warning for improper bench decorum, and J.R. Chavez, who looks like he's cast right now, pinalitan na muna dito ni Coach Yong Garcia.
Baka sobra sa energy muna to J.R. Chavez. Kalma ka muna.
Roy Sumang back in the game. Clemente doesn't hesitate. A little bit too strong on that attempt.
You gotta commend the confidence of JLC here today's ball game. A little space, he is gonna take it against anybody.
Actually, the whole Abra team, they've been brimming with confidence tonight. Aluseni demanding that ball on the block. He sees Cruz open for the 3.
Oh, that's a push. That's an obvious push coming from Mike Cañete.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
it's John Hamon. I thought the push was from Mike Cañete.
And in fact, John Amon was holding onto his neck after that. Penalty na dito ang Manila. That's why it's going to be 2 free throws for Mike Cañete. Batang Sampaloc will try to ice the free throw shooter here with perhaps their last time out of the half. 40.26 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. We'll take a short break. Manila SV, Batang Sampaloc, SGA were down by as much as 20 plus points here in this ball game, but they managed to trim down that deficit, now down by just 15 points. They just could not get it down low to single digits just yet.
You know, they were already knocking on the doors of Abra. They were making the right decision slowly but surely. But Abra just having an answer to end the second quarter to extend the lead back to 15.
Surprisingly, 0 out of 2 from the free throw line. Ito si John Lloyd Clemente. Could be a 2-for-1 situation here for Manila.
That would have been a foul there.
Sumang gets it to Clemente. Quick trigger. Short. Rebound tapped. It goes to Cañete. Tolentino, the adjustment and the score.
Neil Tolentino showing his offensive prowess here in today's ballgame, better known as a defensive stopper, but Neil playing a different type of basketball in today's ballgame.
Clock winding down here in the first half. CBC goes down low. Aluseni hesitates. Amon from the corner. No good. And that's going to be it for the first half. Dominant start for the Abra Weavers, but the Manila Batang Sampaloc SGA, they will not go down quickly here.
Manila is a very strong team. This team only has a few losses down their team, but John Lloyd Clemente really wanting a different story in today's ball game. 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists, all in the first half of basketball, really showing a different kind of energy and leadership in today's ball game.
5 out of 10 from the field. In fact, he started this game 3 out of 3. Our end of the first half score, 49-32, brought to you by GameX, official online ending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas ngayon. Mga kaliga, tunghayan na po natin ang ating top 10 plays of the week.
Step back, no basket. Oh, good tap. Perumingan, foot race, tricky. Basket and 1.
He should get both 2 points for that layup and also an assist, passing it to himself, and a steal, and a rebound, whatever it is. So he gets all the stats for this play. And you know the most important stat on that play?
What?
Only took him 1 dribble to dribble court to court.
Caballero takes the rebound. Sleep sees a free lane. Beautiful play. Sidestepping his way to the basket. Play of the game brought to you by Buenas. Patrick Sleep. Beautiful sidestep move. Ganda rin ang pagtimon ni Patrick Sleep dito. Jasper Lungalong, binabantay ni Alcorizas. Wow. Oh, nice. Nice. That was a beauty.
Right. You get 2 guys committed up in the air and you spin the other way. Great move by Longalong.
So Alcoriza raids on Zona with the rebound.
And again, transition defense para dito sa Binyan. Immediately nakababa kagad, not allowing any fast break opportunities for Val City.
Arminio on 2-man game with Machon. Wow! And you can flex, young man.
Oo, pwede talaga eh. Ang hirap ng tira na yun, ang ganda pa ng roll mo. Based on scouting, if Mike Machon puts the ball on the floor on the post, then we, double him on the second dribble. Oh!
Great spin by Poy Poy Aktob. 2 points para kay Poy Poy. And ang lalim ng hugot ni Good Boy. Great spin move galing kay Poy Poy Aktob. A little more in control here. Pero ang bilis ng ikot.
Yeah.
Moralde makes his move. Scoop. No. Binuya. Garcia wants it. Up top. Pampanga already over the limit. Gotta see that again from Paul Garcia. Hiningi niya. Ibigay sa taas. And Hansen. Great finish. Yeah, Paul Garcia.
Yeah. Ganda rin ang pasa.
Kadli. Palma will go all the way for the throwdown. Renz Palma, 13 points. Negros, 12-0 run here. Ito natin dito, fast break of the game brought to you by New Star win to the max. Renz Palma throwing it down on the break. Palis pa rin para kay Archie Concepcion.
Pag tumira talaga, akala mo papasok.
Oh, beautiful. And Jeff Viernes and Archie Concepcion connecting that time to Archie Concepcion. Ang layo na pinanggalingan ni Archie Concepcion. And with a baseline jumper, that won't go. Rebound. MJ Ayay leading the break. Robbie Celis, drop pass.
Oh, man.
Robles with a reverse.
about the three most athletic players in one play.
The ball movement and the yo-yo finish galing kay Ilonggo Superman, Billy Ray Robles.
Binulsa yung ball.
Oo.
Tinira.
To end it all. Hail Mary. June Manzo will fire. Oh my goodness! June Manzo! All the way from full court.
So they don't want us to go home. What a shot!
That could be the single greatest shot in the history of the MPBL.
Sending the game into overtime. We spoke about that already. Missing the second one, but they decided
To make it. A full possession for Davao with 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Hail Mary. There you go.
that's a clear
It's gonna
basket.
count.
No, that's
It's
a
gonna
clear
count.
basket for the Davao Occidental team.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not yet done. This would be the second overtime game for today. A Hail Mary shot for
Watch that
June
replay.
Manzo. And that will beat the buzzer. Let me go ahead and say that that is absolutely the greatest shot that we have ever seen in the history of this league.
Oh my goodness. Can be the #1 play. This one will be included for the entire season. It might be included.
We are at the half now between the Abra Weavers and the Manila SV. Batang Sampaloc SGA, a dominant start for Abra in this game. They started this game 17-1 and ended the first quarter on top 26-7. But good thing for Manila, they were able to get back into this game and make it a much more manageable deficit to come back from.
Abra really starting this game very strong, really showing out in that first quarter, showing a different kind of energy, 17-1 as you were saying. And you see here in the numbers, 50%, very efficient para dito sa Abra Weavers. They are leading that field goals, only 32 para dito sa Manila. Rebounding plus 16 on the end of Abra. Second chance points, 10-0. And on the fast break, plus 7 as well para dito sa Abra. That's why they are with a comfortable 17-point lead entering the second half.
Everybody's just really chipping in here para kay Coach Yong Garcia. He decided to put in a different starting unit para sa laro na to. He started Felipe Chavez, Neil Tolentino, Mike Cañete, GP Paundo, and John Lloyd Clemente for this one, veering away from his usual combinations. And it has been working wonders para sa kanila. Clemente has 12, Chavez has a dozen as well, Cañete with 8. Tolentino, who is not known for his scoring, has 6 points in this game.
You know, these are the guys who really made the change. But on the other side, Raba Alusaini trying to outpower everybody on the inside. 12 points, DJ Mitchell with 2 threes with 6 points. Sean O'Malley with 4, Enzo Navarro with 3. But a lot of guys has to be able to help these 4 guys if they want to mount a comeback here in today's ballgame.
Carl Brian Cruz not in that list for Manila. He's 1 out of 7 so far tonight. He's good for 3 points. DJ Mitchell will have to do a lot more scoring from the outside here if Manila is to come back in this game and make it more competitive. We now start the third quarter here at the Strike Gym in Bacoor City. We thank you to Mayor Strike Revilla and Sir Dennis Abella for lending us their venue for our set of games this Tuesday. This is the 6th season of the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Javi Palanya joined by Coach Juanito Gregorio and Miss Andrea Endicio. And right on the first possession, Cañete able to draw a foul against Manila.
They're going back to the guy who started all para dito sa Abra Weavers, Mike Cañete, one of the leaders of the pack in that first quarter. 8 points to start the ball game.
Could not make the first free throw, and for Coach Yong Garcia, he will be starting this second half with the same starting unit to begin this game. You know what they say, if it ain't broke, why fix it?
That is exactly why he is going with the same 5 right here. Except for Neil Tolentino. I think, was Neil part of the starting 5?
Yes, he was.
Oh.
Meanwhile, for Manila, it's Cruz, Sean O'Malley, Renzo Navarro, DJ Mitchell, and Francis F. Escandor. Mitchell lost balance there before he made the pass. Navarro could not hit from downtown. Chavez, 4 threes to his name. That pass off the foot of a Manila player.
Now you see the respect they have for J.R. Chavez. They're trying to ice him on that screen, forcing him to pass that basketball.
Clemente pops out, 3-pointer on the way. Nothing but bottom once again for JLC.
That is a tough shot para dito kay JLC. Well challenged, off balance. But again, the confidence of JLC today is on another level. He's showing that he is a good talent para dito sa Abra.
Together with Neil Tolentino, he was part of the champion team of the Pampanga Giant Lanterns last year, but deciding to seek greener pastures, to have more playing time, and it looks like they made the right decision here so far.
You know, they're going to play under a lot of guys sa Pampanga, and here they are one of the main guys, so that this is a good opportunity for them to show out here in the league.
O'Malley, that's good defense. Excellent stop there by GP Paundo against the much heftier Sean O'Malley. Tolentino brings it down. Cañete fakes the handoff. They go down low to Paundo. Tolentino cuts middle. Escandor able to recover. Now Renzo Navarro. Corner pocket 3. DJ Mitchell in and out. Chavez pushing the pace.
That was straight on the shot. It was DJ Mitchell, the first miss
But look at Sean O'Malley. That was literally a hard show.
That is actually his trick. He's gotten a lot of steals the whole season long when Sean O'Malley is showing hard on that screens. Good hands, good timing coming from Sean. Another fast break para dito kay O'Malley.
Look at Clemente, just making mincemeat of that defense. He went through 2 Manila players on that play.
You know, I ask you, have we ever seen JLC have this much confidence on his offensive game? Usually a spot-up shooter, a 3-and-D guy, but today, it's simply different para dito kay JLC.
Not even in the UAAP. He has not played this way. And perhaps could be doing more. That guy also providing a lot of spunk and spark for the Abra Weavers tonight.
You know, the attitude of Neil Tolentino really gives a lot of energy. He likes that Rodman attitude where he gives physicality and change. You see him right here, makes a defensive stop, runs, and then makes that attitude. And this guy is simply a game changer para dito sa Weavers.
Mike Cañete delivering that assist. That's our play of the game, brought to you by Buenas. Always the guy to celebrate. Ito si Neil Tolentino. Different kinds of antics to celebrate every basket.
You know, he plays mind games, and it's up to you kung magpapadala ka ba. But if you're going up against Neil Tolentino, hindi lang siya mind games. He has the physicality, he has the skill to back up his mind games.
Escandor misfiring from the outside. Tolentino with renewed confidence. That's obviously a travel.
Sumobra lang on that last play. He wanted that drive, but a good read coming from Manila, stopping the drive of Neil Tolentino.
That's energy that you have to bottle up once in a while. Big Mac Andaya in attendance here at the Strike Gym.
Bacoor legend.
Oh yeah, definitely. Lead is 23. Escandor almost had that pass picked up. Escandor drains it from the elbow.
Now, this guy is a born shooter. Whenever he's open, he's gonna take it. He's gonna make it. First 2 para dito kay F. Escandor.
Part of last year's LaSalle squad that won the UAP championship. Very painful one at the hands of the Diliman-blooded UP Fighting Maroons. Recycle here for Abra. Chavez shovels a pass. Now it's with Paundo. Forced it up. The tap goes to Cañete. It ends up with Paundo. Blocked there by Raba Aluseni.
Good defense by Raba right there. Protecting the paint of that defense. Dito kay GP Paundo. Let's watch that again. 2 versus 1, no problem. Raba extends for the block.
Oh, Cañete fakes the handoff, but is blocked as well by CBC. Here comes Mitchell. Oh my God. He had bad intentions.
I got surprised. I'm so sorry for that shout.
Ang layo ng tinake off niya.
And that was a layup.
Yeah. Aluseni, the obvious advantage there.
Still can't get over that dunk attempt. I'm sorry for my shout. I did not expect that. Let's watch that again.
There's the block by CBC.
It looked like a simple layup.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
That would have been a highlight for months.
It could argue to be one of the greatest shots in MPBL history. Sorry, June Manson.
We've been talking about him as a shooter. He has hops.
I didn't even know he was that athletic. Oh my goodness.
Where are you coming from, DJ Mitchell?
Imagine if that guy still played for LaSalle. He was supposed to suit up for the Green Archers. Unfortunately, he had a back injury that got him sidelined. Never got to suit up because in the time that he was supposed to play last year, he would be over age already.
Adding to the shooters of LaSalle, that would have been scary. But no, we've known him as a shooter the whole season. And out of nowhere, he shows that he has hops.
An experienced collegiate player in the USA, played for the NCAA Division I school, Fordham University. And is now trying to make a name for himself in Philippine professional basketball. Pati floor director natin, paulit-ulit yung sigaw eh.
Pare-parehas tayo na sigaw. It's already been 3 minutes and we're still talking about that dunk attempt.
Coach Gabby Severino utilizing his challenge for that last out-of-bounds play. Assistant coach with the CSB Blazers and the FPU Tamaraos alongside now Abra assistant coach Denok Miranda.
Has always been a staple in a lot of the winning teams. Was also part of that Ateneo coaching staff where he was one of the main pieces. Coach Gabby, of course, very well respected in the coaching ranks here in the Philippines.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful challenge there para sa Manila. So Abra will keep possession. 57-36. Almost past the halfway point of this third quarter. At hirap na hirap pa rin ang Manila dito na makalapit.
They're checking if the last touch was on Mike Cañete.
Yeah, but it seems our referees have already decided unsuccessful na ang naging challenge.
No, good stop.
However, Abra throws it away. Avelona on top. Gets the step on Chavez. Leaves it for Al-Husseini, and Raba capitalizes.
First two of Raba here in the third quarter. They have not been able to utilize Raba, but he was red hot in the first half with 12 points.
19 ang kalamangan. Chavez launches a three. He's not missed from there until then. Consecutive stops here for Manila. Rare occasion for the Batang Sampaloc. That is off Pau Havelona.
Good defense out the back. Garanito kay J.R. Chavez forcing that stop against Pau Havelona. They were already looking at the roll on Raba, but just could not get to that point.
There's the previous play by Manila. Havelona going downhill and finding Raba Al-Husseini on that drop pass.
I just love watching Raba look like his old self. The ones we watched in Ateneo, and now he is doing it in MPBL.
Comboy sets for three. No good. Escandor another rebound. Cruz sets the pick. Escandor forced to give it up. Mitchell, catch, set, fire. No good.
It's a rare wide open miss para dito kay DJ Mitchell. But that is the team basketball you want if you are Coach Gabby Severino. All five guys getting a hold of that basketball. Wide open shot for DJ.
Oh, GP Paundo in that dunker spot. Gets the end one opportunity.
And that was the hardest pass to make. Yet Abra found a way in getting that pass. Roy Sumang fake pass on the left, seeing GP Fauno wide open on the inside. Let's see that again. Late help, foul, and the basket para kay GP.
Oh, was that a zone that Manila was playing on that possession?
I think they're playing a 2-3 zone on that last possession, trying to change up the energy here.
Faundo 4.1 points per game. A little over 3 rebounds per contest. Just missing on the free throw. Yes, 6 and 7 tonight. Ira Batalier bumalik na dito para kay Coach Gabby Severino. Avelona turns the corner. Pau puts on the brakes. Escandor pulls up. Jumper is good.
And that's 4 points para dito kay F. Escandor here in this quarter. He's getting a lot more confidence and a lot more open shots here.
Known as a 3-and-D guy with LaSalle, he's having a lot more liberty to handle the basketball here with Manila. Here comes Mitchell. Escandor will pull out. Escandor isolated against John Lloyd Clemente. Escandor will go for the three, and Clemente fouls him.
Just got a little too excited itong si JLC. A one-on-one situation. F wanted to try and expose JLC, and he will be successful in that battle, getting 3 free throws.
Take a look at that again. Here you see him sizing up the defense of John Lloyd Clemente.
Really a foul on JLC there, overextension on the block attempt. Really something you cannot deny. That is a foul on JLC.
3 free throws, Francis Escandor.
3 free throws now para kay Francis F. Escandor. After his collegiate career with LaSalle, suited up for the SGA team that went to Dubai. Team that featured the likes of Dwight Howard and his college teammate, reigning UAAP MVP, Kevin Cambao.
Relatively quiet entering the UEAP season, but he's really made a name for himself, especially with the outside shooting he has. And F. Escandor really worked his way up that LaSalle lineup.
Coming from Davao. 59-43. Sumang drives inside, finds Comboy. Free from the outside, and that rattles through for the former FPU Tamarao.
You bring the offense to the left, everybody helps out, and that will leave someone open on the other side, finding Wendell Comboy wide open.
Score is 62-43. Abelona, that's off the front of the rim. Talio, bumalik na dito para kay Coach Yong Garcia. Sumang will set this one up. This is that vaunted three-guard lineup that they ended the first half with. That's a push on Ira Batalier.
The weakness of the zone will always be two things: the offensive rebounding and the three-point shot, and both were exposed the last two possessions para dito sa Manila.
Tingnan muna natin itong three-point shot of the game, brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Ino Comboy scoring on his first basket of the game. He had 10 against Mindoro in that overtime loss that they had last game. Comboy this time goes in. Talio from the kick out.
Once again, they are trying to expose the 2-3 zone by rotating that basketball up top. First it was Comboy, now it was Talio. Two straight threes for the Abra Weavers.
Second three-point shot of the game para kay Mac Talio. And the answer on the other side para kay Sean Umali. 8 points in the game for the future CSB Blazer. Under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Comboy finds Caperal on the corner. Caperal able to knock it down.
And now they're able to truly expose the outside game. Late on the closeout, Caperal is wide open. That is a strength on his game. Good three coming from Prince.
Caperal only shooting 21% from the outside here so far in his MPBL debut season. Here come the Weavers. Comboy again. It's raining threes here in the third.
4 threes in 2 minutes. What else can we say? Mainit po sa labas pero umuulan sa loob ng ating gym dito sa Cavite.
This has ballooned to 26. Talk about the lead for the Abra Weavers. 71-45. Tempra blocked by Caperal. They can't seem to do anything right here. Talio gives it up. Bringas thought of the jumper. A steal by Escandor. Under a minute to play. Duty foul given up there by Ino Comboy.
Good way for them to cool down a little bit. Para dito sa Abra, that's 4 threes in a matter of under 2 minutes. Everybody just waxing hard in the past few possessions.
Abra is 12 out of 24 from three-point country tonight, Juanito.
And that is 50%. Whenever a team has that kind of percentage from three, it's going to be very, very hard to beat them.
Anapi takes the shot, inches closer, wala pa rin. Talio on the run. Leaves it for Sumang. Sumang goes hard, gets it off the glass.
And we've seen that vintage Roy Sumang off the fast break. That is his comfort zone. Easy on the finish is Roy Sumang.
And you just saw Mrs. Sumang and Roy's son cheering for him behind that Abra bench. Sumang called for that foul. He wants Coach Yong to challenge, even if they're up by this kind of margin at this point of the game.
I really think that's a foul. No point on the challenge. Oh, they are challenging this. Let's see if it's a good challenge. On my angle, that is a foul on Roy Sumang.
Ang mahiwagang dilaw na ilaw ay naka-on na sa harap ni Miguel Perey.
Hindi lang yung dilaw na ilaw, yung sound effects ang pinaka inaabangan dito sa MPBL. Talagang may padagdag na intensity.
Coach Yong Garcia, the newly appointed head coach for the Abra Weavers, had his first game for the team in that game against the Mindoro Tamaraws. They lost that one in overtime against Paul Desiderio and Taytay Teodoro. That was a 4-point heartbreaker para sa kanila. And before that, they also lost to Caloocan. That also went down into the final seconds. That was a 4-point loss as well para sa kanila, 63-59. And then they also lost to San Juan by 13, 95-82.
It's still an adjustment period para dito sa Abra Weavers. It's a relatively new team. Everybody is coming off different places from the 3x3 rank, from different teams. So it really took them some time for them to be able to get this comfortable. But today is going to be scary moving forward because they have just shown the league on how deep they can get. Everybody who entered has contributed. And you know, the MVP has not even played more than 5 minutes. Itong si Clint Escamis. So it's going to be a very, very deep lineup para dito sa Abra Weavers.
It's always a common misconception that when you have the talent, it will immediately click.
No, it's not always the case. But you have to have the right pieces, the right attitude for you to be able to sacrifice your own wants for the team's good. And this is exactly how they are playing today.
Coach Yong Garcia, also the current head coach of the Mapua Red Robins in the NCAA Juniors Division, and an assistant to Coach Randy Alcantara for the Mapua Cardinals.
Who's actually still watching here in the venue.
Siyempre, supporting his deputy. Coach Randy Alcantara behind that Abra bench this time. Well, actually not directly behind the Abra bench. Baka bigyan ng kulay. He's behind the scorer's table.
Enough just to be a friend,
Yeah.
but not to be part of the... Of course, he was behind the bench of San Juan earlier.
Now our
Upon review, the
referees
challenge was
have
unsuccessful.
come up with a decision,
All on the
and
first stage, foul
they
number
say that
three.
the challenge is unsuccessful. So it is a foul against Roy Sumang.
Oh yes, he did enter the landing zone of Pau Havilon. An obvious foul. Kahit na hindi mo tamaan, it was really the area that Roy Sumang was entering.
Super Roy Sumang committing that personal foul. 3 points, 4 assists so far in this game para kay Roy Sumang. There you see the new tandem of the coaching staff for the Abra Weavers, Coach Yong Garcia and former UAP champion Denok Miranda on that sideline for the Weavers.
You put in the offense of Coach Yong Garcia and the toughness of Coach Denok Miranda, and this is going to be a pretty exciting near future para dito sa Abra.
Avelona is now 2 out of 2 from the line. Still a long way to go here for the Manila Batang Sampaloc. But if they can get a stop here in the last 20 seconds of this third quarter, they still have a full 10 minutes to be able to get back. It's not impossible, but definitely going to be tough.
No, Manila has a talent base for them to be able to mount a comeback. But what is the game plan? That is the question moving forward in the fourth.
Talio against Didat Hanapi. Talio overshoots the mark. Hanapi is leaking out on the other side. Hanapi is fouled. Not really good time management for the Abra Weavers.
Masyadong nagmadali. Si Mac Talio had an opportunity for them to be able to take the last shot, but got excited with a one-on-one against a younger guy, indeed, at Hanapi. But now an opportunity for Manila to maybe end it with only a 23-point lead.
However, Hanapi missing on the first free throw. He's still scoreless in this game, by the way. Ito si Didat Hanapi, who started para kay Coach Gabby Severino. There you see his numbers so far this season. 0 out of 2 para kay Didat Hanapi. And it's those opportunities that Manila has to capitalize on to be able to help them make this a ball game. So far, still a long way to go for the Manila Batang Sampaloc.
To end the second quarter, they were able to find ways in getting a lot of shots to Raba Al-Husseini. But here, the three-pointers really was a huge factor for Abra to eventually go out and get this big lead. 73 to 48, a 25-point lead para dito sa Abra Weavers.
5 3-pointers para sa kanilang kupunan in that third quarter alone. That's why they continue to remain supreme in this ball game. 73 to 48. Our end of the third quarter score brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. There you see Big Mac Andaya here in attendance at the Strike Gym in Bacoor City. Of course, Big Mac was part of that coaching staff for the Strikers last year, the reigning Southern Division champions who are on a leave this season. They were very kind enough to lend us our venue for tonight's set of games. Maraming salamat to Mayor Strike Revilla and Sir Dennis Abella. Quarter scoring on your screens. Another big quarter for the Abra Weavers. They've managed to score more than 20 points in all of those 3 quarters.
You look at Manila, offensively, they were able to find ways in getting baskets, but it was defensively where they struggled in that last quarter. The 4 threes in a matter of under 2 minutes was a struggle para dito sa Manila. They forcing 24 points para dito sa Abra on that last quarter.
Third quarter, 3-point field goal story, 5 out of 12 for the Weavers. Meanwhile, Manila unable to sink a 3-pointer in 6 attempts. Didat Hanapi, Ira Batalier, Lorenzo Navarro, James Tempra, as well as John Hamon, the 5 on the floor to begin this fourth quarter para dito sa Batang Sampaloc. Tempra able to get it underneath. That's 2 points para kay James Tempra.
Good activity down low. They're trying to go a little bit smaller with Batalier and Tempra, so they're going to try to outrun itong Abra. So let's see if that adjustment by Coach Gabby will be able to make a change here.
Subang, the extra pass. Talio, catch, set, fire, splash.
Just too good. Mac Talio is just enjoying this ball game, getting those points, and he is playing off the bench here.
Off the bench and off the ball as well in many possessions, Juanito. How does this bode para kay Mac Talio?
Well, you know, I think it's going to be better para dito kay Mac. He is not going to be the one to start the offense. He's going to get it off the swing. But off the swing, the defense has already adjusted. So he will be able to read the situations better dahil gumalaw na yung depensa, and that's going to leave him either a wide open 3 or driving lanes para dito kay Mac Talio. And that just may be the game plan of Coach Yong Garcia moving forward with this team.
9 points in the game for the number 1 3x3 player in the Philippines, Mac Talio. Also has 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Meanwhile, Tonton Bringas left on the floor there after that last play. He had to be helped to the bench by his teammates. Maybe we could get an update on the status of Tonton Bringas. Let's take a look at what happened. He made the pass there. Oh, mukhang natamaan siya on the groin.
Oh, he is holding on to his right groin, which is never a comfortable injury.
Almost a minute gone by here in the fourth quarter. Definitely still a lot of time here for Manila to come back, but they will have to do something right here, right now. Navarro puts the ball on the deck. That's a tough cover for Roy Sumang, but Navarro able to force Sumang into committing a foul.
I'll call it down. I thought it's going to be 2 free throws para dito kay Renzo Navarro.
Substitution, Clint Escaris for Roy Sumang.
And just as you thought that your problems were going to be over if you're Manila, Roy Sumang goes to the bench, but it's Clint Escaris who gets back in for Abra. Navarro, way downtown, no good.
Now back in the ballgame is Marion Magat. Was playing perfectly off ball in that first half. Got a few rolls with 4 points. So let's see how he can contribute once again here.
Talio Feeling good about that outside shot. That one rims out though. Manila, they're down by 26. Tempra trying to seal Cañete. Atalier doesn't get it to him. Navarro turns the corner. Hanapi on the lift. Didat. Hand off, Jan Hamon. Hamon floats it up and in.
Good strong attack coming from Jan Hamon. Forcing his defender to stay on the left, attacking on the right and getting that float.
Escamis gives it up. Talio back to Clint. Magat with the screen. Batalier switches on. Goes back. There's nobody tall enough to stop Marian Magat inside.
It's a good read coming from Mike Cañete. He saw that the 6'7" Marian Magat has no one close to his height, putting that ball up top.
Hamon fakes the three. Hamon goes in closer. Blocked there by Mac Talio. Hanapi still scoreless in this game. Hanapi gives it back to Navarro. Renzo loses it. Here comes Talio. Yes, Escamis trailing. Talio will go all the way. Could have passed back to Clint Escamis. That would have been an easy 2 points.
He wanted the highlight. You saw it. Could have been an easy pass back. But Mac Talio wanting that finish for his own. And no other options para dito kay Jan Hamon. But get that foul.
Here was the steal. And trademark Mac Talio move in the open floor. That hop step to the middle. 10 points now in the game. 3 out of 7 from the outside tonight. Ito si Mac Talio. A troubled Manila bench. Still without answers to this behemoth of an attack by the Abra Weavers. $80-52 now. Sean O'Malley nagbalik na dito para sa Manila. Escandor back to Sean. O'Malley, the drop step off the glass for 2.
Trademark move para dito kay Sean O'Malley. Good recognition that he had an advantage on the post.
He's now in double figures with 10. Cañete trying to lose his defender. The steal by Pau Havilona. Mitchell, corner pocket 3, that's money.
Third 3 for DJ Mitchell here in this ball game, but they needed this a lot earlier.
Here he is with a steal. Mitchell pulls up. Straight line, just overcooks it. Now the Weavers will try to settle things down. They absolutely do not need to rush. Escamis leaves it for Cañete. That's a foul given up by Mitchell.
Number 1, DJ Mitchell.
I'm going to look at this matchup. Clint Escamis versus DJ Mitchell. Two guys who plays physical on the defensive end, but different types of offensive game. So it's going to be very interesting.
After that 3-point shot by Nino Comboy, we bring you our lucky fans of the game, brought to you by Buenas. Cañete is at the line for 2 shots. You could tell he's really comfortable playing here at the Strike Gym.
You know, I saw him even shaking hands with a lot of the guys here. So siguro meron din konting pagka-miss para dito kay Mike Cañete, because this has been his home court for quite some time as well.
Pero pati yung free throw na yun, na-miss niya. But here they come again, the Abra Weavers. John Lloyd Clemente, unbothered, untagged right there on that shot.
JLC, 19.7 rebounds and 4 assists. What a ball game JLC is playing today.
What a ball game for Abra overall. Manila can't seem to do anything right. Comboy to the baseline. Cañete will not rush things. Smaller Escandor is on him. Cañete. Oh, the pass to Magat. In his head, he wanted to dunk it.
Oh yeah, I saw the intent, but Sean O'Malley is just gonna close down on that paint.
There you see Cañete delivering another assist to John Lloyd Clemente. And here you see another angle of that steal. JLC 17 points in this one. Timeout taken here by Coach Gabby Severino. 5 minutes and 36 remaining in this game. Presenting our Suzuki Muscular and Sporty fan of the game, just like the Avenus, do more and achieve more with the Muscular and Sporty scooter from Suzuki, the Avenus. Oras na para magmotor. John Lloyd Clemente against the Mindoro Damaraos, top scored with 26 points. He had 14 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals as well. More on JLC from Andrea Endicio.
John Lloyd Clemente got his career-high performance last game at patuloy ang kanyang magandang pinapakita ngayong gabi. It's his first time under Coach Young, but if you guys remember, sila yung magkaharap noong North Division Finals last season when JLC was still with Pampanga and Coach Young with San Juan. Alam at nakita na daw kasi ni Coach Young kung anong talent na meron itong si JLC at yun daw yung binibring out niya. To make sure naman daw na hindi mapapahiya si Coach Young sa tiwalang binibigay niya, JLC actually got his own strength and conditioning coach and every night he does his extra work. Well, do you guys think nag-elevate palalo itong si JLC since the appearance of Coach Young?
Definitely so. We've been talking about it this entire match. How this is a new version of JLC that we are seeing. And there you see our boss,
The boss.
Sedelf Tupas, in attendance here at the Strike Gym.
Talagang nag-i-enjoy si Boss Sedelf kahit na relax dapat ang kanyang Tuesday. But going back to JLC, we're seeing a new version of JLC. He had the potential of being a star, but we've never really seen it. But now he has a good opportunity for him to showcase.
I do remember that in his final year, he was one of the guys na inaasahan ni Coach Jeff Napa. Kaya lang, meron ng Kian Baclan at that time. Steve Nash Enriquez was also there. And that's why the attention in the offense were more to the side of those guards.
Oh, that was a very deep team by NU. Everybody could really contribute in that offense. So JLC was one of the main guys, but was not the star. But here he has the opportunity, especially the past few games, to really become the focal point of the offense.
Sean O'Malley scoring on the other side there para sa Manila. Under 5 minutes to play in this game. Abra looking very good in trying to stop their 3-game losing skid in this one. John Lloyd Clemente connects on an elbow jumper. 21 points in this match para kay JLC. O'Malley doubled, flips it up and in, basket and one para kay Sean O'Malley.
You know, I just gotta know, how does Sean O'Malley find ways inside? That was really a triple team on Sean O'Malley, yet that drop step is just too deadly para dito kay Sean.
Tansya ko, BDO yung bangko nito ni Sean O'Malley.
He just finds ways.
Yeah. 14 points in the game for the former LPU Pirate, future CSB Blazer. 86-61. 25 ang kalamangan dito. Manila trying to put some pressure in the backcourt. Clemente once again in an easy spot for a score.
You know what I love about him? We're seeing his talent in a whole different perspective. This guy can shoot, this guy can defend, but now we're seeing that he can also move without the ball. He can also dribble and attack, and he has that fast break finish.
We're finally seeing the whole repertoire from him, no?
And we're really enjoying the whole JLC experience here in Bacoor.
I like that, yes. The JLC experience indeed. 26 points against the Mindoro Damaraos. Looking to match that total. He still has a lot of time to do so tonight. This free throw by Sean O'Malley is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Coach Gabby Severino seen on screen. I'm sure a lot of adjustments will be done by Manila in their next coming games. They played a good games in their past few outings, but here just a pure struggle para dito sa Manila SGA.
They came into this game winners of 2 of their last 3. They won their last game against Val City, lost to Nueva Ecija, but also won against Sarangani. And many people thought that with the arrival of Greg Slaughter that we would already see Greg Zilla suit up for Manila. He did against Val City in their last game during their home match against Valenzuela. However, he did not warm up. Naka-uniforme lang.
I'm sure it's going to be a big addition para dito sa Manila SGA. But of course, you want him to be comfortable in your system. We are very early on in the season. Manila right now is still part of the playoff picture. So no need for them to rush Greg Slaughter, especially because Sean O'Malley is playing terrific basketball here para sa Manila.
After this game, they will still be playing 19 more games. So definitely a long season still ahead para dito sa Manila.
Not a lot of smiles right now on the bench of Manila.
Sean O'Malley is back at the line. Top scorer in this game para sa kanilang koponan with 15. Aluseni not far behind with 14. But it seems that Coach Gabby Severino will not field him anymore in this game.
After red hot first half, hindi na masyadong nag-init itong si Raba Aluseni here in the second half. He was closed down by the bigs of Abra.
That was the plan early on here para kay Coach Yong Garcia. Sinabi niya kay Andrea in one of her reports that they have a special scheme for the bigs of Manila for tonight's game.
Sobrang special daw na may red pa sa taas. So ginawang siopaw ang kanilang defensive scheme.
CBC, even on a finger roll, could not convert.
And that is a struggle that Manila is having here in today's ball game. That would have been a wide open shot para dito kay CBC.
He's not 1 out of 8 from the field, Bonito. Just 3 points in this game. Does have 5 rebounds and 5 assists. And here we feature Mike Cañete and JLC John Lloyd Clemente for our fast break of the game, brought to you by New Star Max. Win to the max. CBC and Sean O'Malley will check out of this game. Ira Batalier nagbalik na dito para sa Manila Batang Sampaloc. Also in this match is Gio Gonzaga for Coach Gabby Severino. Bad miss there for the Weavers, but look who's there to tip it in.
Is that JLC's? Oh no, that's going to be GP Paundos, but 2 hands going for the offensive board.
Paundo looking like he was trying to get the first ball in the volleyball match there. Gets a stop there for the Weavers. And moving forward, this is definitely a big confidence booster for Abra, considering that they're going to get this win against a favored Manila squad in the Northern Division.
Sorry, miss para dito kay Rodel Fabros. Already saw the bench excited for the first bucket of Rodel, but just could not get it in.
90-63.
We're going to see the homegrown players, Jerol Gonzalez and Krenz Trinidad, who's going to be fielded in para dito sa Abra.
Also, I think their first time seeing action this season para sa Weavers. Flores pumasok na rin dito para sa Manila. Gonzalez ahead to Pablo as we now enter the final 2 minutes of this one, brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. A steal by Gonzalez, but he steps on the sideline.
You love the energy these two homegrowns are putting in here in this ball game. You see their excitement on being on the floor here in the MPBL.
Juanito, considering this soon-to-be loss para sa Manila Batang Sampaloc, what do you think they need to improve heading into their next games?
No, really the first quarter. That first quarter really proved the difference. Number 2, the running game of your opponents. You have to be able to answer. Raba was not able to run down with the bigs nitong Abra Weaver. So especially with the emergence of Greg Slaughter, you have to be able to find ways in the running games of the opponents.
They will be facing Binyan next on May 24 and then Rizal on May 30, as well as Quezon City on June 6. So definitely not an easy schedule ahead for Coach Gabby Severino and company.
You know, you look at the coaching staff of SGA. This is going to be a very respected coaching staff. So I'm sure that they will be having good adjustments come their next practices.
We'd like to greet a happy birthday, by the way, to Steph Sate. Steph Saransate, and of course, one of our venue announcers, Richard Tampos.
The Richard Tampos.
Oo.
Na-miss ka namin dito, Richard, kung nanonood ka man. But sana mag-enjoy ka dyan sa birthday mo.
I wish you the best. There you see a troubled look on the faces of Coach Gabby Severino and first assistant Ricky Dandan.
Offensive and defensive mind of Manila.
Fabro able to get his first points of the game on that free throw, much to the delight of this Abra crowd here.
Looks like he's a crowd favorite dito sa Abra. Everybody is smiling from the coaching staff all the way to the fans. Rodel Fabro.
92-65, under a minute to play. Gonzaga trying to get on the board here for Manila. Fabro with the rebound. Chavez, one of the guys in double figures in this game para kay Coach Iong Garcia. It looked like it was definitely a good ploy that he started J.R. Chavez and Neil Tolentino in that backcourt to begin this game. Paundo as well, a starter in this one para sa Abra Weavers.
Rodel Fabro not done pressuring and doubling on the corner.
20 seconds to go. Batalier will just dribble out the clock here. G. Gonzaga, though, connecting from the outside. And that is gonna be it, ladies and gentlemen. Another blowout victory here in our last game of our Tuesday triple header. It's all been blowouts. Bicol versus Caloocan. Caloocan winning that in a large margin. Mindoro also losing big to the San Juan Knights in our second game. Same happened here for Abra versus Manila.
Big game para dito sa Abra. What a way for them to be able to come back from a loss against Mindoro in that last outing. And here, a little adjustment of the system of Coach Iong Garcia, and they have blown out Manila in this ball game. And of course, stepping up big time is well-deserving of the player of the game honors, JLC, John Lloyd Clemente. A huge game for him entering this ball game.
Our best player of the game brought to you by Buenas. Of course, we'd like to acknowledge the other guys, J.R. Chavez, GP Paundo, Mac Talio also scoring in double figures para dito sa Abra Weavers.
Even Roy Sumang has also contributed big, but in the end, it was the JLC experience that we are seeing the past two ball games, and he is really well-deserving of this player of the game honors.
26 points against Mindoro, 23 tonight. Definitely a dominant showing for John Lloyd Clemente in the past two games para sa Abra Weavers. 94-68 ang ating final score, brought to you by GameX, the official online ending partner of the MPBL, the first and original online basketball ending sa Pinas. Our best player of the game is at courtside with Miss Andrea Endicio.
What a huge comeback para nga dito sa Abra Weavers, at kasama ko ngayon ang ating best player of the game na si John Lloyd Clemente. First of all, congratulations sa JLC. Simula pa lang, full force at full speed na kayo. You gave yourselves an early lead at pinalobo nyo palalo ang inyong lamang sa third quarter gamit ang inyong mga tres. Bakit nga ba iba ang galawan ng Abra ngayong labra ito?
Siguro yung losing streak namin yung gumising sa amin para yun, mag-strong start and bigay double effort kami, lalo na sa training namin kay Coach Yong. Yun, kaya yung mga panalo namin ngayon dahil sa training talaga namin, hard work.
At JLC, for the past two games, ever since nga nang dumating itong si Coach Yong, sabi nga ng ating panel, ibang John Lloyd Clemente ang nakikita namin. Bakit nga ba? Anong masasabi mo doon?
Wala, ano naman, sinusuklihan ko lang yung tiwala ni Coach Yong na sa akin, na binibigay niya sa akin. Binibigyan niya akong kumpiyansa. Sabi niya, gusto niya ilabas ko yung kung ano ako, kung ano yung laro ko talaga.
At yun nga naman ang ginagawa mo. Meron ka bang gustong batiin o pasalamatan?
Binabati ko nga pala si Mayor Jerby Bernos, President of Mayor League, Congressman Ching Bernos, Mayor Glenn Placido, Mayor Billy Donato, Mayor Tyron Baronia, BM Attorney Russell Bragas, Yusek Dennis Bragas, Cap Andrea Bernos, Boss AA, Solid North Party List, Burlington, Mr. Rudy Tan, Blue Gas, CD14 Designs, Shiv Recovery. Tsaka binabati ko nga pala yung buong taga-Abra para sa inyo yung panalo namin na to. Tsaka yung pamilya ko sa Pampanga, yung mama ko, yung daddy ko, yung kapatid ko na nasa dorm namin, yung lola ko, yung mga tito ko. Tsaka yung buong Pampanga, mayor namin si Mayor Junte Tangco, Vice Mayor Peter Nucum. Binapati ko din pala yung girlfriend ko na nandito na nanonood. Love kita, alam mo yan.
All right, thank you so much. Once again, that is John Lloyd Clemente, our Buenas player of the game. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Andrea. Congratulations to Abra for stopping their 3-game losing streak here tonight against the Manila Batang Sampaloc. Our games tomorrow happening at the Alonte Sports Arena at 4 o'clock p.m. We have the Marikina Shoemasters facing the South Cotabato Warriors. At 6 o'clock p.m., the Quezon Huskers will be looking to extend their winning run against the Imus Agimat VA Drones. And in our main game, the Parañaque Patriots will be going up against another top team in the South, in the Zamboanga Master Sardines. Thank you so much for joining us tonight here at the Strike Gym in Bacoor City. Once again, thank you to Mayor Strike Revilla and Sir Dennis Abella for lending your venue for our set of games tonight. For my partner, Coach Juanito Gregorio, our courtside reporter, Miss Andre Indicio, and for all the hardworking men and women of our production crew, executive producer Russell Torres, Direct Freddy Picardal. This has been Javi Palanya saying good night from Strike Gym in Bacoor City. Ito po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.